for the executive director for the Toronto Birth Center.
Yeah, and how do you feel?
Excited!
This is great.
Yes, we have some.
So excited. We are so happy to have such a good. Oh, español, ¿verdad? Sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Estamos muy feliz de tenerla a ella. Es hermoso todo.
Yeah, it's an amazing center. It's beautiful. It's very comfortable.
Yes.
Very welcoming.
Yes, exactly. And I just want to mention, maybe we can translate, is that I'm also indigenous, Mi'kmaq, from Nova Scotia. So.
Wow.
So we have a good mix of staff in terms of culture, language.
So the idea behind the birth center is really that it's midwife-led and Indigenous-led, and what that means is that there are midwives and community members from the Indigenous community here in Toronto working together to set up the center in a way that will create space for women who are coming in to include culture and traditions in their birth experience, and work together with the space and the midwives who are looking after them to be able to make that happen in a good way.
The idea of the space is that we want to make it so that people can feel that this is a comfortable, safe space to be able to incorporate whatever it is about their traditions or their culture that they want to incorporate into their birth. So it's not about us saying that they need to pray or that they need to have these traditions to come here, but it's like supporting whatever capacity that they want to bring into their birth.
Yeah, so the thing that we've been doing throughout the design of the space and throughout beyond the design, from the vision of the space from the beginning, has been to be able to make sure that Indigenous people are not invisible in the space. So we tried to make it very clear that this is a welcoming and open space for Indigenous people to come in, but we also know as Indigenous midwives that there are lots of things that we do and the ways that we work that also can benefit lots of other people. So what we've done is to, even in such things as details like how the rooms are connected to the family waiting rooms, so we've tried to make it so that there are space where people can be able to do ceremonies but maybe not be in the room where people are birthing, but the woman in the room would be able to hear what's going on outside, so they have that connection. The idea was always that we wanted to be able to keep birth a community event and just to recognize it as a community event, which it is in our communities. And so just even in that, we're right on the street, right? We have windows that go straight out onto the street. We have a big sign on a major street that says Toronto Birth Center. People are going to know when they're walking by that babies are being born here, and we wanted that to happen. So we created a nice, lovely private space within the rooms for women to feel safe and well looked after, but we're not hiding it anywhere. We're putting it right out for people to know this is what we're doing, this is important, and this is going to it's a presence in the community. So one of the things that has been reflected back to us is that people can walk by in their neighborhood and be able to say, like, I was born here, and walk by the building every day as they're going to school or whatnot. And we really wanted that presence to be able to be felt.
We know Indigenous people, we're a proud people, right? And we have lots of beauty in our culture and in our traditions, and we wanted to make those accessible for the whole community. We're on traditional Indigenous territory, and so I think that there's not a lot of people in the community outside of the Aboriginal community who know about the traditions and the cultures and the teachings that we have, and they're really powerful. We wanted to make them accessible for everyone and give people a new narrative about what it is Aboriginal people are and who we are and where we come from.
And that's such a great way to show it by helping women to give birth. It's not a tradition, it's a natural thing that women do, having their babies naturally. So thank you so much for all your work. It is amazing. This home is a birth center. It is amazing. I invite you everybody to come visit it. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Muy good.